Hey everyone, Gil here at graymanprepping. On today's episode of Your Prep for Today, we're going to keep on continuing on until the end of the month. We're going to be talking about survival plans for different events. And today's event is no fuel. And so this has multiple ramifications and multiple sources that we're going to be talking about here that you need to plan for to keep your family safe and healthy. So for no fuel survival plans, what sort of fuels are we talking about? All of them, any of them, maybe just one of them. So I've seen several videos out there talking about truck stops that are shutting down, running out of fuel. And a lot of truckers are going, what's going on? How come we can't get fuel here? Yet other parts of the country has fuel. So it sounds to me like somebody's playing games again. So, but fuel is one. And so if you have multiple vehicles that take two different types of fuel, gasoline and diesel, you're going to need to store up enough fuel to get you through whatever is happening for each of those vehicles. Now, some people around here, they have these 500-gallon tanks they have on their property. I know a friend of mine down the road here has a 500-gallon diesel and a $500 gallon gasoline tank, and he's got electric pumps on them, 12-volt electric pumps, and he also happens to have a hand pump on it as well. So one of the things to think about is, that's kind of an extreme for that most people can't do. But, I don't have something that big, but I do have, 10 5-gallon diesel cans and 10 5-gallon gasoline cans for my tractors and vehicles. So that's something that you can do, and you can do it a little at a time. Now, when you're doing that, one of the things you need to do, just like your food storage, you need to mark when that fuel was purchased. Easy way to do that, you can get some blue tape, wrap it on the handle, and write the date that you purchased it. If you don't want to do that, then you can buy these little tags like about this big, has a hole in the end, and it has a little wire on it, and you can just wrap it around the handle, and you can write on it the date you got it, and you can reuse it. You write on it, and then once that one's gone, and when you refill it, you line out the one you did before, and you put the new date on it. You can probably reuse those tags 10, 15 times that way. You need to also look at different sources for fuel in your area. Around here, there are several big fuel distributors. Sam's Club and Costco are among the cheapest. And then there are several farm supply wholesalers. There's one right up the road here, 4 miles up the road in Shelley, called Hard Times, and they have a gas station there with a mini mart in there for anybody to use, and then they have another setup next to it where they got the big, huge, multi-thousand-gallon tanks there, where they sell regular highway use diesel and off-highway use diesel. So there are different sources there. I know several back in California, near where my wife works. There are 3 ones that are open to the public, and some of them, just to be able to use them, you just got to go in ahead of time and just set up an account. That's all you need to do, and then they bill you on the account. So Yeah, there's ways to do it, ways to look around getting fuel. Now, other fuel besides uh, gasoline and diesel, propane, uh, natural gas fuel can get shut off for your ranges, and if you have your generator, well, a tri-fuel generator, you hooked up to your natural gas, like my sister just did prior to the hurricane going through the Houston area. Um, so you get your propane that you can use for heaters, like I've shown before on different videos here. Um, Propane cook stoves. And of course, here in the kitchen, if you've seen any of my videos, I got a 2-burner indoor-outdoor propane stove here right next to me here. Then there is propane lanterns and stuff. So propane is going to be one of those things we will be relying on, if the natural gas goes out. But then, we every year or so, we pick up several more of the 20 pound propane tanks and the 30-pound propane tanks. And I actually have picked up a 100-pound propane tank to add to my supply to prepare me for a fuel shortage. Then there is other fuels for backpacking stoves and such, the isobutane and stuff like that for the jet boil and the other generic versions of that type of cook stove and everything else like that. Then there is wood. If you happen to be so lucky as to have a wood burning stove, or you have a fire pit out back that you can use for cooking on cast iron out in. So look at getting your supply of firewood set up, and where you're ready to go on that. Example, right now I got probably half a cord of firewood left over from when I was using the wood burning stove. This last winter I used the natural gas furnace, but I have several trees, about 15 trees being taken down here. I'm going to get a lot of firewood by September, all set up here to be able to use. And so I'll be stacking that up and using that. So that's one of the things you can do is you can check with any neighbors getting a tree taken down. If they're not going to, go talk to your neighbors, say, get your tree taken down. Are you having them leave the firewood here for you? And if they say no, tell them, hey, if you have them leave the wood here after they buck it up in short pieces, offer to pay them something for it, and then you'll be able to get some wood cheaper than you could buying it elsewhere. All right. So stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out doing anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps: water, food, medicine, clothing. Learn a new skill every month and grow some food.